I still remember the night I found out it wasn't some dramatic movie scene. No lipstick on my collar. No secret message on her phone that screamed caught. It was subtle. A quiet betrayal that whispered instead of shouted. It started with distance. The kind you can't measure in miles. We lived in the same house, slept in the same bed, but she wasn't there anymore. Her laughter had changed. Her eyes avoided mine like they were guilty of something. I ignored it. Maybe because I didn't want to lose her. Or maybe because a part of me already knew. And knowing would hurt too much. Her name was Aisha. My wife. My best friend. My everything for 5 years. And then one evening, her phone buzzed while she was in the shower. I wasn't the type to check her phone. Trust had always been sacred to me. But something inside me twitched. Instinct. I looked. It was a message from a man named R. I can still taste last night. When can I see you again? I felt my hands go cold. The world blurred. My heart didn't even race. It just sank, like it had been waiting for this fall for a long time. She came out of the bathroom, towel on her head, smiling like nothing had happened. And I smiled back. I said nothing. That night, she slept peacefully beside me. I lay awake, staring at the ceiling, listening to her slow, innocent breaths. My mind screamed, but my lips stayed sealed. Silence became my weapon. For the next few days, I watched her, the way she texted when she thought I wasn't looking, the way she suddenly had office dinners and late meetings. I didn't confront her. I didn't shout. I didn't cry. I simply stopped being hers. I withdrew piece by piece. My words grew fewer, my eyes colder, my heart quieter. She noticed. She started asking if something was wrong, if I was angry. No, I'd say. Just tired. Weeks turned into months. The man, R, disappeared from her phone. Or maybe she became smarter at hiding him. But I didn't care anymore. My silence had built a wall she couldn't climb. And that's when she started to break. It began with small things, extra effort in cooking my favorite meals, surprise gifts, gentle touches. She started watching me like I was the one slipping away. Her messages turned long, emotional. You've changed. You don't talk to me anymore. Please tell me what I did wrong. I wanted to tell her everything. How I'd seen her betrayal. How her lies had burned everything I felt. But I didn't. I just stared through her, like she was a stranger. She began crying, quietly at first, then louder as days passed. Tears became her new language. I had cried once too, silently, when she wasn't looking. But that was before I killed the part of me that loved her. One evening, she finally broke down completely. We were sitting across the dining table, the food untouched. Please, she whispered, voice trembling. Just talk to me. Yell at me. Hate me. But say something. I looked at her, eyes swollen, face pale, desperation spilling from every breath, and for the first time in months, I spoke. I know. I said. Her fork slipped from her hand. "Kay, know what? About him. About what you did." Her lips trembled. It was a mistake, no. I cut her off, calm as ever. It was a choice. A mistake is when you trip. You walked into this. Tears streamed down her face. "Please, listen to me." I said. For months, I've listened to the silence between us. I've heard every unspoken word, every excuse you never made. And now I have nothing left to say. She tried to reach out, but I stepped back. "Do you love him?" I asked. "No." She cried. It meant nothing. I swear, I smiled, not out of amusement, but because it didn't matter anymore. Love can't survive on broken trust. "I'm not leaving," I said. "Not yet. You'll leave yourself long before I do." She didn't understand then, but time made her learn. I stopped reacting. She'd cry, shout, throw things, and I'd stay still. I didn't hate her. I didn't love her either. I simply stopped feeling. Months passed. The silence became unbearable for her. She tried to fix us, counseling, letters, apologies, but some wounds don't heal. They fossilized. I saw the guilt consume her. The way she'd flinch when our eyes met. The way she'd break down whenever I spoke too calmly. She wanted forgiveness, but forgiveness is a luxury you earn, not a favor you beg for. One night, she said through tears, "Please, punish me if that'll make it better. Just stop being so quiet." I looked at her and said softly, "My silence is your punishment." That was the last real conversation we ever had. Now, years later, I still see her sometimes, not in person, but online. Her posts are full of regrets, of learning from mistakes, of how silence can be louder than words. She cries loud now through captions, through nostalgia, through late-night apologies sent to a number I never reply from. People ask why I never exposed her, why I didn't leave immediately. Truth is, I didn't need revenge. I let her destroy herself with the echo of her own guilt. Sometimes the loudest scream is the one that comes from the inside, when the silence finally answers back. And as for me, I rebuilt quietly. I moved on quietly. I forgave her quietly. But I'll never forget how silence became my strength and her undoing.